Hey guys, it's Bree here. If you're new here, welcome to my channel, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. So I'm back with part 2 of reacting to your unpopular K-pop opinions. If you haven't already, make sure to check out part 1, which I posted last week. I'll insert it here as a card, and I'll also make sure to link it in the pinned comment and the description box so you can check it out. So before we get into this video, just a quick disclaimer. In this video, I'm reacting to my lovely subscribers' unpopular K-pop opinions. So the point of this video is not to spread hate or offend anyone. It's just to share our opinions, discuss, and have fun. I'm just mentioning this really quickly because in my part 1 video, I had a few people from certain fandoms who were a little offended by some of the unpopular opinions. So if you can't take honest personal opinions about K-pop, I would advise just not to watch. Just don't watch. Period.
Period.
Alright, so before we get into the video, I just want to make a very quick announcement. I will actually have something special at the end of this video. It will be a K-pop giveaway that I'm doing in conjunction with another YouTuber named K-pop Sydeucer. She's actually one of my subscribers and she does K-pop giveaways. So I will be discussing the details of her giveaway at the end of this video. Trust me, if you like K-pop, especially if you are an ARMY, you'll want to stay until the end of the video to get all the details on how to enter. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel as most of my viewers aren't subscribed. Also make sure to ring the bell and turn on all notifications, give this video a thumbs up, and now let's get right into it.
I'm saying I don't wanna come down from your love. We'll get lost together, let me find. Don't ever let me come down from your love.
So the first unpopular K-pop opinion is, ATEEZ was my ultimate group, but their last good title track was Answer, and now I find it hard to listen to their music since and enjoy it. Wow! So yeah, I do think that this opinion is very unpopular. And sorry, but I do have to disagree with you. Like, I have to strongly disagree with you. So I remember exactly what I was doing when the music video for Answer dropped. I was literally just getting off of a cruise ship. I had just docked in Miami. I was standing on the sidewalk with my suitcases with my friends waiting for an Uber. I hadn't had service for a while because we were on the water, and when I stepped outside to wait for my Uber, I got all my notifications from YouTube and I saw that the Answer music video had dropped. I literally could not wait. I was watching the music video while waiting for the Uber, and while in the Uber, my friends are like, "What are you watching?" And I'm like, "ATEEZ's music video just came out." She's not an ATEEZ, but she likes K-pop, so she was like, "Okay, I get it." So that was actually my first ATEEZ comeback as an ATEEZ, I believe, and it totally blew me away. But then they followed up with Inception, and that track totally solidified my love for ATEEZ even more, to be honest. Inception gave me all the second gen vibes that I needed. I loved everything about it, like from the set to the visuals of the music video to the melodramatic lyrics and choreography, the dreamy high energy instrumental of the song. It was literally everything, like chef's kiss. It was literally everything. And I also really loved Thanks. So I think Fireworks is a banger too. I really like the song. I have to say, just because Fever Part 1 was so amazing, I think the comeback for Fever Part 2 was a little underwhelming, just because it was really hard to top that, and I think we all miss Mingi, so it's understandable. But I also feel like Fireworks feels very similar to Inception, which is probably why I like it. But to be honest, I guess what I'm saying is, I still think that ATEEZ really delivers with their title tracks. Unpopular opinion 2, BTS's dance routines are not as good as they used to be. So I also have to disagree with this one. I think BTS's dance routines fit their songs, if that makes sense. So for example, you might think the choreo to Boy With Love wasn't that good or impressive, but then again, it fits the fun, lighthearted, flirty nature of the song, if that makes sense. Also, the choreo to Dynamite fits the song. You have like a lot of odes to 70s disco moves, so it might not be the most complicated choreo that we're used to BTS doing, but it fits the song. But then BTS still releases tracks with masterpiece choreography like Black Swan, reminding us that they're still amazing dancers. I mean, their Black Swan MMA 2020 performance just totally blew me away. It was literally art. Alright, so unpopular opinion 3. I can't stand groups that have an uneven distribution of popularity among members. I don't mean a member that is popular in the group like Nayeon and Twice, but a member that is more popular than the group itself, like Cha and Woo, compared to Astro. I love him though, and each of the members as well. I also believe that an uneven balance of popularity among members in a group is one of the many countless reasons a group disbands, like for a minute. Okay, so I agree that uneven line distribution is really annoying. Like when I start getting into a group and I realize that one member doesn't get a lot of lines, I do get really annoyed. But to be honest, I think sometimes members might not get as many lines for a reason. For example, it could be that their vocals aren't that strong yet, or their vocals just don't fit the overall theme or color of the song, if that makes sense. But sometimes I do feel like there's no excuse, like Utah from NCT 127, for example. He barely gets any lines, and it really annoys me because he has the ability to properly sing more lines than what he gets. So why does SM keep doing him dirty? It's a mystery to me. And as far as the popularity of one member overshadowing the rest of the group, I think that sometimes it's really inevitable. Like you mentioned Cha Eun-woo, for example. So he's literally considered to be one of the most attractive idols ever, which is why he's getting modeling gigs, acting in K-dramas. Like literally, he's angelic looking. I watched him in True Beauty and could not get over how adorable he is. He has like that perfect boy next door look. Anyway, so although some people might look at it as Cha Eun-woo is causing Astro to live in his shadow, others might see it as Cha Eun-woo being so popular that he could draw in more people to look into Astro who might not otherwise be interested. However, in case like Astro's, I think it's great that they're letting Cha Eun-woo get out there and explore other ventures, but I just hope they're letting the other members do so as well if they have things that they want to pursue outside of Astro too. Number 4, Fever of JYP is a good song. I just hate the music video and the man. I agree with you on this. To be honest, JYP annoys me in general. He's done a lot of very problematic things in the past, like blackface and cultural appropriation. He just copies black culture a lot, especially with all of these recent retro concepts. It's really getting old. Like, where's the authenticity? A recent example of this was his duet with Rain with Switch to Me. To me, it was just a cheap copy of a lot of the songs New Jack Swing artists such as Bobby Brown were doing in the 90s. Plus, I feel like he prioritized his own solo career over JYP's artist. I just find him to be very underwhelming in general, and I wish he would stop trying to be an idol and focus on directing JYP artists instead. Number 5, I've never seen an Eric Nam hater. It's like all the K-pop stans silently agreed to love him. Okay, so I have to be honest, I don't really listen to Eric Nam at all. Off the top of my head, I can't think of one of his songs, but from what I see on Twitter, etc., it does seem like everyone loves him. I have seen a few of his podcast episodes on YouTube where he talks to other K-pop artists, and he does seem like a really funny, likable, down-to-earth guy. Number 6, there are many members in a group who I get the vibes that they don't want to be an idol anymore. It seems that they would rather be actors, actresses, models, influencers, or a variety show personality. So I can't really think of a member that I personally feels like this off the top of my head, but I'm sure that this has to be true. I'm sure that after singing and becoming an idol, some people might realize it isn't for them and they want to do something else. I mean, there are tons of idols that are currently actors and actresses, and we've seen many idols who become actors and actresses after leaving the industry. The K-pop industry is no joke. Crazy schedules, not being able to date or enjoy your youth to the fullest by missing out on the little things in life, so I can totally see some idols realizing it's just not something they want for themselves long term. 7. Some underrated groups, unappreciated groups, or even soloist songs are better, or honestly deserve Song of the Year, than some group songs from the Big Four. Please don't come after me. So I totally agree that artists from smaller groups are often overlooked and sometimes produce way more better songs than SM, YG, JYPE, and Big Hit. The thing is, music from the Big Four is more heavily promoted to the point where we see it much more often, and sometimes we co-sign on their music because it's so familiar to us. I mean, everyone knows that these labels all have their own sound that is like immediately recognizable to K-pop stans. Like, I'm sure if you like SM music, you know that sound SM has. It's very layered. It has a bunch of stuff going on, a lot of sound effects. Some people call it noise music at this point. You automatically know an SM sound when you hear it. There's a lot of R&B vibes. You guys get what I'm saying. It feels familiar to us, so we're more likely to embrace it. But it's sad because some of these smaller artists and groups are working their asses off and sometimes have songs that are way better quality, but they just never blow up because their companies simply don't have the resources. I mean, think of Rollin' by Brave Girls, for example. Their story is literally a miracle, and if you haven't heard about their story, check out my video on them. The current lineup of Brave Girls were a thing for 5 years. They never really got any attention, but they always put out good music. Their company just didn't really have the resources and just didn't manage them properly, but because of a viral video on their performances of their song Rollin', they literally blew up, started charting #1 on the Korean music charts, and they got a perfect all kill. So this is a song that was already good. It just came from a smaller label that didn't have the resources. It's a 4-year-old song, but now that it's out and people know about it, people love it. And they beat out Shiny for Don't Call Me and Fireworks ATEEZ for their first win, and they just got their second win. So I think Brave Girls is a perfect example of this, of an underrated group who releases great music. Number 8, idols should freely be able to date. Oh, this is like totally true, and I think most sane people, especially international fans, agree. So I don't know if this is considered unpopular, but yeah, it's totally true. Dating and falling in love is part of the human experience, and idols should be able to do this. I think it's sad because when some of these idols retire in their 30s, they're probably extremely lonely and don't even know how to have a relationship because they have no experience. But the no dating thing seems to be ingrained in Korean idol culture. It's like you have to be a commodity, and if you aren't single and available, you're not sellable to fans. I think things are slowly changing though. I mean, we recently got news that BLACKPINK's Jennie is dating G-Dragon, and there didn't seem to be too much backlash, or at least not as much as I expected. So I do hope that dating gets normalized in K-pop. Number 9, NCT U songs are better than the fixed unit songs. Okay, so you guys know I'm an N citizen, so I'm gonna have a lot to say on this. So when I think of NCT U, I think of bangers like 90s Love, Boss, Baby Don't Stop, and 7th Sense. But I wouldn't necessarily say NCT U's songs are always better than NCT's fixed unit songs. I mean, Kick It, Bad Alive, Punch, Ridin', Gimme Gimme, Cherry Bomb, those are all fixed unit songs and they slap. And let's not even get into the fixed unit B-sides like Baby Don't Like It, King of Hearts, etc. NCT's discography is so broad and impressive. I think they have hits throughout all of their units. That's basically what I'm saying. Number 10, SuperM could be better if they had more say in the type of music they want to produce. So this is an interesting one because personally, I think SuperM songs are fire. I'm the biggest SuperM stan. Of course, there are some songs I didn't like. For example, I hated their pre-release track for Super 100. I can't stand her. I can't stand 100. But I pretty much loved every other title track or single. I loved One. I absolutely loved Tiger Inside. Oh my god, Tiger Inside is that girl. And it makes sense that I love it because I also love Gimme Gimme. And the same producers, Moonshine, worked on Tiger Inside and Gimme Gimme. I love his songs. And I think he also worked on One. He works on a lot of NCT and SuperM songs, I believe. I think they're a duo and they work for SM. So yeah, I think that SuperM's B-sides are incredible. I mean, you have Supercar, No Manners, Drip, So Long, like, hello, they have so many great B-sides. I'm not sure how much creative liberties SM gives them with their songs or how much input they have, but if SM would let them have some direction, I think that would be great to see. But to be honest, I think their songs are already solid, and to be honest, I don't even know if they have time to work on their own music because they're already in units as it is. They're already so busy and have crazy schedules, especially Taeyong and Mark. They're literally like in everything. So anyways, I can listen to both of their albums from start to finish without many skips. I think their music is great, but yeah, I could say it would be interesting to see what would happen if they produced some of their own music or had more say. 11. Everyone says their faves are underrated. Please shut the F up. So to be honest, you're kind of right because I feel like it's kind of natural to say your group is underrated and you want more for them if you really love them, but this phrase is a little overused. At the same time though, it's honestly true sometimes. There are a lot of smaller groups and artists from smaller companies with really loyal fan bases who are often overlooked. Stan Ace. Okay, so these two unpopular opinions, I'm gonna bunch them together and respond to them together. 12. People in the industry know each other and let each other get away with a lot more than will ever be revealed to the public. Not only because they don't want to risk their jobs, though that may be a big part, but simply because they know and don't care. And then 13 is, artist friend groups exist, and especially if they include your favorite artist and an artist whose allegations have turned out to be true, they probably have let each other get away with a lot of I mean, relate this to real life. You definitely know most of what your friends are getting into, whether it's good or bad, but you might keep your mouth shut about it to other people because they're your friends and you're loyal to them. And this is kind of why I still look at Big Bang sideways, even though I love Big Bang, because of what happened with Seungri. Like, I just feel like some of them might have kind of known or kind of had a premonition of what might have been going on with him, even though I know it's not like proven that he that he was actually engaged in some of the horrible parts of Nth Room, but he did know the people there and he was affiliated with it. You know what I mean? So you just really never know. I think a lot of these idols know about what's going on in the dark side of the industry. They probably just don't say anything because they know these people, and they also might want to keep their jobs. So yeah. Number 14, say it with me. 2018 was the best year of K-pop for the third gen. Some second gen and fourth gen acts too. Oh, for sure. Like, I immediately thought of Fake Love. I don't care. Like, Fake Love was a cultural reset and gave me all the emo vibes I needed. Also, DNA and the entire Love Yourself album, the entire NCT Empathy album, including Boss and Baby Don't Stop, Momoland Boom Boom, EXO Tempo, BLACKPINK Doo Doo Doo. I'm getting nostalgic here. So please, please, please comment your favorite third gen 2018 or other gen 2018 K-pop hits if you made it this far. Comment below and let me know what your favorite hits are from that year, because yeah, 2018 was a huge year for K-pop. 15, I'm So Bad from LOONA was an okay song. The music video was amazing, but the song not that much, and I just can't listen to Why Not, also from LOONA. It's such a weird song. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not in orbit, so I don't know too many LOONA songs, but I do remember I'm So Bad, and I didn't like it at all. However, I absolutely loved Butterfly. The music video blew me away, and the song is like one of my favorite K-pop songs ever. I also remember that when LOONA first came out, they had like each member do a solo, and I'm literally in love with Jinsoul's singing In the Rain. If you guys hadn't heard that, please treat yourself and listen to it. It was such a mood. And I just listened to Why Not, and I wasn't into it either, so I do agree. But if anyone watching is in orbit, please comment some LOONA songs that I should get into below. I'm a boy group stan who really needs to listen to more girl group music, so help me out here. 16, Twice has the best evolution I've seen in a third gen K-pop girl group. They went from Likey to Cry For Me, and that speaks volumes. I totally agree. I just started getting into Twice, but their growth is literally amazing. They went from cutesy concepts like Likey, which I love by the way, to more mature tracks like Can't Stop Me, More and More, and Cry For Me. And I love that for them. They're also a joy to watch. They're like synchronization queens. They're a joy to watch perform, and I can't wait to hear more from them. 17, BLACKPINK have the best bops, but as a Blink, I still don't see them as musicians or artists because they aren't treated like one within their own fandom. The hype around them is barely for their music, and I hate seeing other Blinks focus on their influencer aspect more all the time. I have a strong feeling that after their contracts are over, they will be full-time influencers. No music at all, and that makes me sad because their music is actually good. So I'm not a Blink, but I totally agree with you. They honestly have so much potential musically, and YG continues to do them dirty. But then they get a bunch of modeling gigs and brand deals. I'm really happy that Rose just got a solo project, but I really do hope that YG starts to do more for BLACKPINK because it really isn't fair to them or Blinks. Like, if you look at how long BLACKPINK has been out, and then you look at the number of projects they've released, it's really sad. 18. All the ex-stans of a group that say they unstand because of the fandom never really stand the group or artist for their music, only for the aesthetic of it. Okay, so I agree, and then again I disagree. I do think it's odd to say you unstand a group because of the fandom, because you can still enjoy the artist's music and consider yourself a fan, but at the same time I know how toxic certain fandoms can be, so I do kind of understand. In some fandoms, it's like if you say one negative thing about a group, and part of this is also just toxic internet culture, not just to do with the fandoms. But if you say one negative thing about a group, or say you don't like a particular song or album, you're automatically an ex-stan or a hater. Like, I've said some stuff about groups I like and have had people try to come for me in the comments of my videos like, hello, I'm a fan too and I like the group, but I'm allowed to have my own opinion and not like every single song they released. I honestly hate that. It's so annoying and immature, but I do kind of understand both sides. 19. Boy groups get way too much hype on a regular occasion, whereas girl groups are usually relegated to the background or an afterthought. Girl groups push boundaries, but their accomplishments are often overlooked. Folks talk about BTS taking America by storm, but many girl groups did that before them, but they are forgotten about. I agree, and this immediately reminded me of Wonder Girls. I literally remember being really young and seeing Wonder Girls on American daytime television and being like, oh my god. There are so many girl groups with huge fan bases that don't get as much hype in Korea and internationally. I honestly just think it's because the music industry is really sexist everywhere in the world, and it's sad. If a girl group does something iconic, it's played down, and instead it's like, oh, look how amazing this boy group is. It's like a total double standard. But then again, I think one of the main reasons for this is that a majority of the K-pop fandom worldwide are girls. I think that a lot of us, not all, but a lot of us naturally gravitate towards boy groups because of that. So I think it's a combination of two, but I think it's mostly just that the industry is very sexist. Number 20, don't expect an idol or a group to never do anything problematic. Idols are regular people just like us, and they're probably going to do problematic things. And when they do, you should hold them accountable and acknowledge that they have done something problematic. It doesn't matter whether or not they are good people, because even good people are capable of messing up. If you're trying to find a group who never did anything problematic, you will end up with almost no one, and even if they haven't done anything wrong, something could very well happen in the future. Stray Kids was my first group I ever stanned, and I always thought of them as some of the sweetest people ever, but I found out about Chan's hair situation and how he didn't handle the situation properly, and I also found out that they sung the entire Curry song during karaoke. That song is disrespectful to my race. I'm glad that they finally started taking responsibility for their actions, but I'm just making a point. So yeah, I totally agree with this. At this point, just about every K-pop group has done something problematic at some point, especially since they become idols very young and basically grow up in the industry. Like you said, the best thing you can do is just hold your idols accountable and not speak over others when your favorite idols did something offensive. And at the same time, if an idol or group does something that you personally can't get over, that's okay. It's okay to walk away and unstand or stop supporting an artist if that is what feels right to you. So here's the last unpopular opinion. I'm glad Narazo apologized for the Curry song, but that song needs to be taken down now. I know that they're aware that song offended many people, including myself, and I do feel like it's mainly a result of their ignorance, especially since the song is 10 years old, but I don't think they fully realize how much it contributed to the stereotyping and racism towards South Asians in the society, how much harm it caused, and how many Korean people are singing that racist song without realizing that it's racist. Here's a list of idols that are guilty of singing, dancing to that song. 17's Wonwoo, DK, and Vernon. I'm still mad at Playtis for not letting them apologize. Stray Kids, Oh My Girl, Weki Meki, BLACKPINK, Suho EXO, Minho, SHINee, Kyuhyun, Suju, Sungyu Infinite, and Chan of ATEEZ, although the company did apologize for it. There's probably more, but that's all I know. So if you guys don't know, the Curry song is basically a Korean song that makes fun of South Asian people or people of Desi descent. In the music video, people are literally in brownface, dancing around and mocking Indian people. It's honestly disgusting, and when my subscriber told me about this, I was baffled, okay? It's good that the artist Narazo apologized, but why is the song still on YouTube? Why continue to let people see this music video and think it's okay? The fact that idols have seen this and sang it thinking it's cool is literally horrible. The song is racist and it needs to be taken down, period. Okay, so before we wrap this video up, I just want to quickly go over the giveaway that I mentioned in the beginning of this video in collaboration with K-pop Sydeucer, another wonderful K-pop content creator. So if you check out her channel, you'll see that she pretty much does all K-pop giveaways and unboxings, and she currently has an open BT21 cookie giveaway, which will be closing on May 14th. So first of all, in order to enter the giveaway, you have to be subscribed both to my channel and her channel. If you contact K-pop Sydeucer on any of her social media and show screenshot proof that you're subscribed to both my channel and hers, she will give you an extra entry into the giveaway. Basically, to enter, you just have to head over to her giveaway video, which I will link in the comment section and in the description, and you have to comment choosing between photo A or B. Like I mentioned before, this is a BT21 cookie giveaway. She's giving away 2 BT21 cookie keychains, and they are so cute. So make sure that after you watch this video, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, and then head over to her giveaway video, check it out, leave a comment to enter, and subscribe to her channel as well. And thank you so much, K-pop Sydeucer, for reaching out to me for this collaboration. She's been subscribed to my channel for a while, and I really appreciate her support, and I would appreciate it if you guys support her channel as well. Like I mentioned before, the giveaway will be closing on May 14th, so you guys do have some time, but make sure that you go ahead and check out her video after you finish this one and sign up for the giveaway. Okay, so that wraps it up for part 2 of reacting to your unpopular K-pop opinions. Thanks again to everyone who participated. This was so fun to do, and I will make sure to make this a series and do more videos like these where I incorporate your input and feedback on certain K-pop topics. So make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and that you turn on all notifications so you know when I make a community post asking for your input for a future video. If you liked this video, please make sure to like, comment, ring the bell, and turn on all notifications. Plus, share this video with a friend. Let me know in the comments, do you strongly agree or disagree with any of the unpopular opinions that I commented on this video? Let me know. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!